Yo, what up? It's your boy Chad back with another video. Back on Angel Time. I want to first ask if you guys can hit the like button on the way into the video. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it means everything to me. And if you guys are liking the content, subscribe to the tribe. Alright, so let's get it. If you guys are looking at the title of the video, I named it The Forbidden Acts of Semen Retention. The forbidden acts of semen retention. And I look up the word forbidden and it says not allowed or banned. And I looked up similar words to the word forbidden and it says prohibited, not acceptable, unauthorized, illegal, unlawful, and criminal. So if you're doing anything that I name off in this video, man, I just want to be the first one to tell you that you are wrong. So let me just get straight into the video, man. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go. And first is edging. And you guys know me by now, so you guys knew that was going to be first. And for you guys that don't know what edging is, edging is basically masturbating without releasing. I don't know who made this practice, but this is actually a big thing because I get a lot of brothers in my comment section telling me that they edge, and I'm starting to see a lot of semen retention content creators and also red pill content creators that are encouraging their audience to edge also. So like I said, man, I don't know who made this up, but this is really a thing out there. And I want to be the first one to tell you, man, edging is going to lead you down a path of destruction, man. And edging is bad dopamine, man. The whole point of being on semen retention is to get in control over your sexual desires. And if you say that I'm on semen retention, but yet I'm still edging, that is bad dopamine, man. Because again, when you're on semen retention, you're not even supposed to be worried about releasing or not even touching it sexually or anything like that in general. You're supposed to be forgetting it's even there, man. Why are you even touching yourself in the beginning? Don't do it, man. Don't touch it. Forget it's there, man. The only time I think about my you know what is when I'm using the bathroom, man. That's the only time I think about it, man. Other than that, man, I'm not even thinking about it, man. Let alone touching myself, or let alone touching myself to get some type of dopamine without actually releasing. Like I said, that is some, I don't know what, that is some internet, that's some of the weird stuff that you guys do on the internet, man. Well, not hopefully my audience, but like I said, man, whoever made this practice up, man, had to be bored or something like that, man, or just had to be a man that's not in control of their sexual desires. Because like I said, this is something that you're not supposed to be doing as a man, at all. You're not supposed to be doing this as a man. It's sexual immorality. And like I said, the lesser of two evils, man. I'd rather you just masturbate than edging, man. Honestly, I'd rather you just masturbate, man. Of course, I'm not trying to promote masturbation, but edging is it's even worse, man. What is the point of you doing that? And then, like I said, you want to claim semen retention, but you're edging. You're not in control over your sexual desires, man. Not at all. Like I said, man, the whole point of semen retention is to be in control over everything, man. Your desires, man, your lusts and everything, man. And like I said, it's just bad dopamine, man. That is very bad dopamine, man. Like I said, that's pointless dopamine if you really think about it, because you're not releasing. So what is the point of you doing that? I don't get it at all. I don't get the practice. I don't get the ideology around it. I don't get anything about edging, man. And like I said, man, I hope my brothers out there are not doing that, man, because like I said, that's going to lead you down a path of destruction. And then, like I said, we don't want to be touching ourselves whatsoever, man. I don't want an edge to turn into a fap, and then that turns into a release or whatever like that. And then next thing you know, you're starting over again, because that's a relapse at the end of the day. If you release, that is a relapse. So like I said, man, you don't want to do any type of sexual perversion or anything like that, man. Stay as pure as you possibly can, man. So like I said, man, for my brothers out there, man, again, I hope that's not my audience that do this type of stuff or participate in that practice, man. But if you are, man, you're wrong, man. You're not supposed to be doing that, man. So that was definitely first right there, man. The first forbidden act of semen retention is edging. And next is watching porn. And I actually just had a guy, man, I was watching a video about this guy, and he's been on semen retention. He's been on it a while, over 2 years. And what he was saying was he still watches corn, and of course he's not releasing or anything like that. He said he's been on semen retention, so he's not releasing it or anything like that. But He said he just enjoys watching people have sex. Like, I guess that's how he gets his fix or whatever like that. But again, man, that is also bad dopamine, man. Like, the whole point of being in semen retention is to be in control over your sexual desires, man. You're not supposed to be looking at that. You're not supposed to be watching that or even thinking about that type of stuff, man. Looking at a woman sexually, man, like, that is a moral act. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that, man. So like I said, man, I don't know. Like I said, these practices that people come up with, man, like, I don't know where they getting it from, man. But that just shows that people are really not in control over their sexual desires, man. Like, if you're saying that I'm on semen retention, but yet you're still doing other things, partaking in other practices or whatever like that, maybe you're not releasing, but you're still partaking in other practices, man, but claiming that you're on semen retention, you are really not on semen retention, man. Like, again, man, like, that dopamine, if you're getting dopamine from watching two people have sex, man, you're still getting dopamine, man. You're getting bad dopamine. So you're not really in control over your sexual desires at the end of the day. Like, again, man, just because you're not touching yourself or releasing or fornicating, like, you're still getting bad dopamine at the end of the day. And these practices that people come up with nowadays, just to not say, or just to say that I'm on semen retention, like, it's just weird, man. And now I'm starting to see why they starting to call people on semen retention weird, because like I said, like, you look at the stuff people come up with nowadays. Like, I'm starting to understand what some of these people nowadays, like, again, man, like, every time I see on the internet, man, like, it's always something to get, I don't know what, like, maybe it's Satan putting his people in, making content and all that type of stuff or whatever, man. But it's starting to get weirder and weirder as I see these videos coming out about semen retention and all that type of stuff. And again, I can see why they starting to call us weird and all that type of stuff, because people are coming out with all types of like outlandish type of stuff, man. So again, man, like, to the point, man, you're not supposed to be watching corn, man, or even not only corn, man, TV shows like where you are, like I said, where sex scenes and all that type of stuff. Like, and I already know I'm gonna have somebody in my comment section. No, man, if you're just watching the show and then a sex scene just come up, like, you can't control that. But if you're watching a show knowing that there's going to be a sex scene, or let's say like you watch Baby Boy and you keep rewinding or fast forwarding to that sex scene, you have a problem, man. Like, or if you know like there's going to be sex or there's going to be like a nudity and all that type of stuff, if you're watching that stuff on purpose, knowing that there's going to be nudity and all that type of stuff, man, you are not in control of your sexual desires, man. So like, please, man, if you guys are doing this practice, man, again, I hope this is not my audience, man. Whilst claiming that you're on semen retention, like, you are not in control over your sexual desires, and you really are not on semen retention, man, because that's what comes with being on semen retention, man. Being in control over your sexual desires, man, being in control over your lust, and not giving into any type of sexual perversion or anything like that. So that is also another forbidden act while being on semen retention, man. Watching porn. And next is getting high and getting drunk. And I actually had a brother in my comment section, man, like, he went to one of those Labor Day parties a couple of weeks back. Like he said, like, there was booty shaking and all that type of stuff, man. You guys know how it is in parties, man. All that type of stuff was going on, man. He said he hit the drink, man. Then next thing you know, he hit the blunt. And then next thing you know, he got up with something that night, man. And he messed up his streak from there, man, by fornicating. And it's actually more to the story, because he just left me another message the other day, man. And he said that he relapsed again with the same girl, man. So, like, again, like, that just goes to show you, man, when you high and you drunk, man, your mind is impaired, man. Like, you not in control over your sexual desires, man. Like he said, like, if he would have never hit that blunt or hit that drink, man, he would have probably been on this streak today, man. And he's very regretful, man. And not only he relapsed once, man, he relapsed twice, man. He got up with her again, man. So obviously that girl must have left an imprint on him, man. Like, obviously that girl must have, like, of course I'm gonna keep it PG, but obviously that girl must have did something, man, for him to go back, man. He relapsed twice, man, with the same girl, man. So I just goes to show you, man, once you get caught up in that situation, man, like, once you get that one dopamine, man, this goes back to the point I was just making with that dopamine, man. You get that one hit of dopamine, man, you're not gonna want to go back, man. And now it looks like, man, we just lost a brother, man, because now you never know, man. He may, like, that girl, like I said, if she did something to make him want to go back, man, he's going to continually want to go back now, man. Like, my players out there, man, we probably lost a brother, man, like, because, like I said, man, he went back, man. Like, that was twice, man. So, and my brother out there, of course, I'm not trying to put you out there or anything like that, man. Like, this is a teaching moment for everybody, man. We all can learn from this moment because, like I said, man, you hit that weed and you hit that liquor, man, and like I said, your mind is impaired and all that type of stuff. You're not in control over your mind, man. And then, like I said, you get up with something at night. Like that just goes to show you, man. Like that's how fast your streak can go, man. Just because you're not in control over your mind, and then, like I said, man, you're not in control of your desires at the end of the day, man. Because you got back with her again, man. So, like I said, man, she must have did something, man. To be like, she messed up your mind, man. She got you, brother. Like, let's be honest, man. She got you, man. Like, I hope you get out that situation, brother. But again, I'm not trying to put you out there or anything like that, man. This is a learning experience for everybody, man. So, like, we all can learn from this brother right there, man. Like, we can all learn from him, man. Like I said, man, that weed and that liquor, man, that's gonna make you guys, like I said, you're not in control over your desires, man. And like I said, when you have that impaired mind, man, you're not thinking straight, man. You're gonna want dopamine in all other areas in your life, man. And like I said, we can all learn from this brother, man. Like a 1.5 year streak, man. That's an impressive streak, man. Like you're not too far behind me, man. But like now you're at day 1, brother. So like I said, man, we can all learn from this situation, man. Like we got to put that weed and that liquor down, man. Like I said, that the way dopamine works, man, is crazy, man. You're gonna want dopamine in all areas of your life, man. And like I said, that weed and that liquor is no good, man. Like I said, like it's gonna make you like that especially that liquor, man. Like it was a lot of times, man, back in my day, like I never drank, but the girls I used to mess with, man, like they would be normal or whatever like that, but once they get that Henny or whatever like that, then they'll be turned up and all that type of stuff. And like I said, like it's also women that used to be normal, and then once they hit that weed, like next thing you know, she turned into Megan Thee Stallion, or Sexy Red or whatever like that, man. She's just ready to do all types of stuff with it or whatever like that. But that just goes to show you, man. Like I said, some of this drugs and some of this alcohol be bringing out those spirits in people, man. It brings out that sex spirit in people, man. And like I said, man, I guess that's what happened to the good brother in that be in my comment section. So like we can all learn from this situation. So for my brothers out there, man, you gotta put the liquor and the weed down, man. Like that can impair you, man, and your judgment is just all over the place when you're high and when you're drunk. So that is definitely another forbidden act while being on semen retention, man. Getting high and getting drunk. And next is excessive dopamine. Now you may ask yourself, what is excessive dopamine? Like that is too much TV, like that is too much overeating, like that is too much internet, like that is too much playing video games, like that is too much social media, too much Instagram, too much Facebook, too much TikTok, too much YouTube. Like all of that is excessive dopamine, man. Like that's all cardinal dopamine at the end of the day, man. Like things that you don't work for, man. Like, nah, man, you're not supposed to be doing that, man. Like, try to get your dopamine from stuff that you work towards to, man. Like I said, the best dopamine for any man, should be hitting the gym, working out, man, getting that body that you always wanted, man, building that physique that you always wanted, man, or working on your purpose, man. Like, I get dopamine from making these videos, man. I get dopamine from writing all my notes and all that type of stuff. Like, get the dopamine that you need to work for, man. Like, not that cardinal easy dopamine. And you guys know how dopamine works, man. Like once you get that dopamine, you're gonna want dopamine in all other areas of your life, man. And like I said, with that cheap little dopamine that you get, like from playing video games and all that type of stuff, like it's not gonna have value after a while, man. Like when you're playing video games, like you're gonna start to get bored after a while. You're gonna be looking for other forms of dopamine, and like that's how it starts, man. Like that's how relapses start at times, man. It starts with you being bored, like you can be doing something and that thing becomes boring to you, man. And then the next thing you know, you're looking for other hits of dopamine, man. And like I said, man, you could be playing video games 1 second, and then next thing you know, you're watching porn or you wind up hitting one of your old joints or whatever like that. And then things just go up from there, man. So the point I'm trying to make, man, that excessive dopamine, man, like I said, like you guys know how dopamine works, man. You're gonna get dopamine in one area of your life, man, and you're just gonna want more and more and more, man. Like earn your dopamine, man. As men, we gotta earn our dopamine, man. So, and that makes it even worth the while, man. Like that makes it even more valuable, man. Like earn your dopamine, man. Like nothing easy in this world, man. Earn every single dopamine, man. Like I said, like if you was on your purpose all day and then you ended your day with video games or you ended your day with Instagram or whatever like that, or watching a TV show, like that is perfectly fine, man. But like I said, like if you just wake up and the first thing you do, like I said, is you're on the game, or the first thing you do is cut on the TV, or the first thing you do is, like I said, look for any type of cardinal dopamine or whatever like that, like you are wrong, man. And like I said, that's going to lead to you doing more stuff, man. Like you're going to want more and more pleasure in your life, man. And what is the most easiest and convenient pleasure for any man? it's releasing, man. So yeah, man, you gotta definitely hold out on the excessive dopamines, man. So that is also another forbidden law while being on semen retention, man. Excessive dopamine. And lastly, is worried about the benefits. And I hate to say this, man, but there are a lot of brothers that's only on semen retention just to see the benefits, man. And like I said, when they don't get these benefits, either they don't see it at all, or they don't see it in the time frame that they thought they would see it in. They'll wind up quitting. They'll wind up leaving the disparaging remarks about semen retention, calling it a placebo, saying it's fake, saying it doesn't work, or even disparaging other content creators, whatever like that, just because they didn't see the same results as that content creator that's been on it for years seen. Like, I don't get what it is with these guys nowadays, man. Like, again, don't ever worry about the benefits on semen retention journey. Like, you never know. Like, you may never ever see any benefits whatsoever, man. Like, you don't know. My timeline is not your timeline. Your timeline is not my timeline. Like, don't ever compare your journey to somebody else's journey. Like, you just never know. Like, why are you even like fixated on the benefits whatsoever, man? Like, I told you guys before, I said this in a previous video, man. Like, I knew about the benefits, but I was not even worried about the benefits when I first started semen retention journey. Like, like I said, I found out it was a sin. I found out it was sexual immorality. And that's the real reason why I stopped fapping and fornicating outside of marriage. Like, I didn't know about, like I said, I knew about it, but I wasn't trying to, I never got on semen retention with the intentions of looking better and having better eye contact or having more vitality and vibrancy and all that type of stuff, or getting good treatment from people. Like, that was never ever in my mind when I started semen retention. Like I said, I got on semen retention just to get closer to God, man. I found out it was a sin, and that was the reason why I hopped on semen retention. But to the point I'm trying to make, man, a lot of people out there are only worried about the benefits, man. And then when they don't see the benefits, either in their time frame or they don't see it, whatever, man, they're quick to disparage us or quick to talk down on semen retention and say it's a placebo and this and that, man. Like, give yourself a chance, man. Like, what? Like, why? Like I said, just because like I got my attraction after a week, man. Like, you never know when you may get your attraction, man. Or you never even know if you may get the attraction, man. Like, why are you even worried about it? Like, don't worry about that type of stuff, man. Like, I'm not the content creator that's gonna just sit here and just talk about the benefits all day. Like, I'm not that content creator, man. And like I said, man, like, you see a lot of semen retention content creators out there that make that type of content, and then when they run into somebody like me, like, they give me attitude and all that type of stuff. Like, nah, man. I was never ever worried about the benefits, and to this day, like, I'm not worried about the carnal benefits, man. I'm worried about the spiritual benefits, man. I'm trying to get closer to God, man. Like, I want more spiritual benefits, man. I'm trying to get all God's spiritual gifts, man. Not all these cardinal benefits, man. I'm not even worried about that, man. So, like I said, man, the people out there worried about the benefits, man. Like, don't worry about it, man. Like, it'll come if it come, man. And if it don't come, don't be trying to disparage or whatever like that, man. If it don't come, it don't come, man. Like I said, man, I'm sure you getting something, man. Maybe it's because you're not getting what you want, man. Maybe it's because you're not getting the attraction, or maybe it's because you're not getting the energy, and that's why you're quick to, throw everybody under the bus or whatever like that. Like I said, like, I was never even worried about it. Like, I just came in just to come in, man. The main benefit that you get while you're on semen retention is you get closer to God, man. That's the only person I'm trying to attract in this journey, man, is God. So that is also another forbidden act of being on semen retention, man. Worrying about the benefits. So now I want to do a quick wrap up on the forbidden acts of semen retention. The first is edging. The second is watching porn. Third is being drunk and being high. Fourth is excessive dopamine. And lastly is worrying about the benefits. So that wraps up the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video out to everybody. Let's get right to no time. Then get on Angel Time.